I'm back! Well, welcome back, guys. Today I'm very excited because I have a gift card to purchase some books from Barnes & Noble. So we're gonna do a Barnes & Noble haul, but I first want to figure out what I'm gonna be looking for. I don't want to be kind of going around willy-nilly. I have $50 to spend and I'm gonna give myself some $10 extra leeway in case it's like 55 or something like that. I just want to check first out what I have on my to be read list so that again I can narrow it down. So let's take a look at my Storygraph account where I keep all of my books that I want to read. Love and Other Words. Okay, so let's pull up my notes right here and we will write it down, books that I don't have. Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. It was really good. I do own this. Bunny and Cursed Bunny. I do want to read Bunny, and I heard some things about Cursed Bunny. What's up with the bunny theme? The Promise I also heard was good, but it's not really calling out to me. Definitely don't care about this anymore. Okay, I'm on the wrong email right now, but I watch all of this guy's reading videos and take his recommendations, so I'm just gonna go on his last video and see which ones he recommended. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the ones that I remember he said good things about were Happy Hour, which I did see last time I was there, Pizza Girl I'd be interested in, and Acts of Desperation. Acts of Service, I'm pretty sure was something I really wanted to read. Acts of Service. To read. So the last time that I went to Barnes & Noble, they didn't have almost every single book that I was looking for. That's why I'm trying to create a longer list. My list is okay, and what we're gonna do is if I see another book that's not on the list, we're not gonna like take that out of consideration. So yay, there's my book list. Let's go to Barnes & Noble. I'm excited. Are you excited? We're gonna go shopping together. Very exciting. Okay, I will see you guys at Barnes & Noble.
They call me sassy when I'm strolling down the street. They call me classy when I'm serving just the best. I can be deadly when I find somebody lovely. And now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me. Someone to lick my wounds and kiss my...
I'm back home and I was able to get 3 books for $53. It feels like books are really expensive. I feel that books should be $5 to $10, not $15 to $20 or anything over that. But then again, I'm not in the industry and authors and publishers would probably beg to differ. But for the reader, I bought 3 books. And as a little bonus, I will show you the 2 books that I bought at my last Barnes & Noble trip, which was last week. And then also 2 books that I ordered online because they didn't have them at Barnes & Noble and they were the ones that I was going to check out. So in total, we have 7 books for me to show you today. So today's haul, I'm very excited. I spent exactly $53.55 on these 3 books. The first one was one from the list that we created earlier, which was Bunny by Mona Awad. Sorry, don't know how to pronounce that. And I know that it's very much like The Secret History, which is why I got it, because I really did like The Secret History, minus like the boring parts. And with how short this book is, it seems like there won't be too many boring parts, but maybe that's just me being presumptuous. It feels so good. New books just feels so good, you know? And then Pizza Girl was there the last time that I was there, which again was like a week ago, and it wasn't there today. So I was really upset, and also every other book wasn't there. Every other book on the list. I also bought The Virgin Suicides just because I've heard so much about it. It's a pretty short book, so I can probably get through it really fast, and also the plot seems pretty interesting, and it's about, I guess, 5 sisters that commit suicide one by one over the course of a year, which sounds really depressing, but I'll just, yeah. Oh, the same author wrote Middlesex, which is another book that I was gonna buy. Anyway, have that book. And then the last one, they had an entire section of Murakami books, of course, because Murakami is one of the greatest authors ever, my humble opinion. So I got After Dark by Haruki Murakami. A little disappointed because I've seen alternative covers and I don't actually like this one. I have a lot of these designs, like the same thing going on with this design artist. They're all by John Gall. So I really like this, Mr. John Gall. I love that cover. Sputnik Sweetheart, pretty cute. John Gall as well. John Gall also did this one, Men Without Women. But check these out, right? So here's some really cute ones that I like. Norwegian Wood and Dance, Dance, Dance. And these are also by John Gall. Come on, John, stay consistent. I like these ones. So anyway, I do really want to read it because I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it online. Oh my gosh, it is so short. Look at that. The text is big, the margins are huge. I want to breeze through this. I'm very excited now. The last two books that I got on my trip last week were these two. The first one is Lock Every Door by Riley Sager, which was an author recommendation by Haley Pham, and it's a thriller, mystery thriller, I believe. I'm excited to read this, but I'm also not in a thriller phase right now, so. I am, however, really into this book. It's Beartown by Fredrik Backman. He's a Swedish author, and so far I've read up to page 129. I really like his style of writing. In the future, if I were to truly pursue writing, I would take a lot of notes from the way that he writes his books and his characters. It's so good. Speaking of writing and learning how to write, I did ask the attendant at Barnes & Noble today if they had On Writing, the new nonfiction book by Stephen King about how to write a novel, and she's like, oh yes, we do. And I was like, oh my gosh, no way. I'm just gonna buy another book and go over my budget. And she took me there and she like flopped some books around on the shelf and she was like, oh, it's not here, we sold out. And she was like, it's the best book I've ever read about writing, and we've been telling everyone, so that's probably why we're sold out. And I would say come back in a few weeks and maybe we'll have it. And I was like, girl, just got my hopes up. So anyway, if you are looking into writing, On Writing by Stephen King has been given a lot of praise on the YouTube community, and also with this kind old lady at Barnes & Noble who has read the book and says that it's amazing and swears by it. So I'm excited to read it. Let me know if you guys have read it or are going to and your thoughts. And last but not least are the two books that I decided to purchase from Amazon because, again, Barnes & Noble didn't have it. So, and FYI, I'm pretty sure we only have one Barnes & Noble on the entire island. I had a dream one night about these books because I've been really staying away from YA, which is young adult books, because I would like to feel intelligent and smart, which is the same thing. When reading books, I just want to feel like I'm being challenged a little bit at the same time, or like my mind is working. But then I was like, I keep hearing about these books and I keep getting Instagram recommendations for these books. So I was like, fate is really trying to tell me something, and I ended up buying these two immediately. I must have to have them apparently, but they are Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes and Shatter Me by Mafi. I don't know how to pronounce the name, and I'm so sorry. I don't know anything about the author. But these two books are young adult fiction books that are very popular on the internet, and I heard that this is really, really good. So I am really hoping that it is, because I don't know if I can read this in public. That's how self-conscious I am about something so minuscule. We'll get over it later. Maybe I should read it in public just to get over it. But this is a YA book, and there were people my age in the YA section picking up books that I had read in middle school and talking about them. So I don't think I should feel any sort of shame. I'm being a bit rude, if anything, so snap me out of it, okay guys? Inheritance Games, I don't really know what it's about, but it seems pretty self-explanatory, you know? Maybe it's like fight for the inheritance kind of vibe. And then Shatter Me, I got because I just heard it's like a good romance. I honestly don't know anything about it, but I read so many, thank young adult books in middle school, and that's really where my reading addiction started. I read books like Hush Hush and The Shadowhunters, is that what it was called? The one with the runes that was turned into a movie with Lily Collins. That entire series I read, and then some other ones, and they just pulled me in. Those books were so amazing. I love living in an entirely different world where there's like angels, darkness, and magic, and blah blah blah. And now I feel like I can't be reading books about that. I'm an adult, but also I'm not an adult, you know? Here are all of the books that I got recently. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like book videos, let me know because I love reading books. Thank you so much again for watching. Comment down below your favorite book or your favorite author, and have a great one. Thank you.